All right, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever it may be. Yeah, out again. Sorry about that. It is late at night right now. Just getting ready for Tuesday, so you guys have all the stuff you need today. Charlie's fever was better today, but didn't quite go away, so he can't go to school on Tuesday. So here I am late Monday night getting the stuff ready for you. Sounds like everything went great on Monday, so nice job on that. And today in math, you're going to be working on the chapter 4 test. And yes, I'm asking everybody to try this. And I'm going to explain why, because, as I've said repeatedly, this is only going to help you. All right. So be brave. You've got this. You'll be getting paper copies of the test. You only have today to work on these. When we come back after break, we're just going to start fresh with chapter 5. So whatever you get done today is whatever you get done, and that's fine because this is kind of above and beyond work or bonus work. So it's, again, nothing that you do here can penalize you. It can only help you. Now, if you take a look at the grading scale for the test, this is a 6th grade level test, multiplying and dividing fractions and mixed numbers and solving real world and mathematical problems using arithmetic with rational numbers, blah, 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 blah. Here's what this means. On the test overall, if there's 12 problems, right? If you get 4 or less correct, it'll score as a 1. If you get 5 to 9, it'll score as a 2. And remember, these test grades are the first things I kind of look at for your report cards. And if you get 10 or more correct, you get a 3. Now, what you need to see and remember is that this is a 4, 3, 2, 1 at a 6th grade level. Okay? So the way I'm going to look at this is, say you come in here and you get 10 correct on this test and you get a 6th grade 3, that means you are achieving at a 6th grade level, and that would be above 5th grade level, right? So if you get this 3, I'm punching it into your grades as there it is, a 4. Okay. If you meet the 6th grade standards, you're above 5th grade, you're going to get I'll put a 4 in for your report card. If you partially meet, that means if you get even 5 correct, you're partially meeting a 6th grade standard, and I'm going to count that as still hitting a 5th grade standard. I'm going to consider this 3. Okay, and a 3 is always our target. And if you get 4 or less correct for having the bravery and desire to do this, I'll give you a 2 only if it doesn't hurt you. If a 2 would bring your grade down, then I would ignore it. Okay, but if it helps you, sure, I'll punch it in there. So basically what I'm saying is if you get 5 or more correct, this is going to help you. 5 or more correct, this is going to help you. If you get 10 or more, awesome. But of these 12, all you got to do is hit 5 of them, and it's going to help boost your grade for numbers and operation. Can you do it? You can do it. I believe in you. I'm going to take a look at the test with you quickly, and then I'll just talk about a little bit of what I want you to do today afterwards, okay? So let's scroll down. I'll get rid of that stuff there. So as always, we'll have the paper copy. We're going to open up with multiple choice. If we take a look, I want you please to note you're doing simplest form here. And I also want you to note that you can do some simplifying before you do your multiplying, okay? This next one here is a division problem. Well, think about what we do when we see this division problem, okay? We don't divide, we switch it to a multiplication problem. Which one of these reflects the multiplication problem that we switch it to? And I think you can get this one right just by marking the ones wrong. Okay. 3. This one here, I don't know why it's in there. It's a subtraction problem. Okay. This one is a multiplication problem. Okay. And this one might be 2 steps, but you can do it, okay? You guys can, and you girls, and you everybody's can do these, okay? When it says multiply or divide, it doesn't mean you get to choose. It means multiply this one, divide this one, okay? This one right here. Some of you guys got it right away. Some of you guys made my head explode. This is like the ribbon problem. You had 5 yards of ribbon, or 4 yards of ribbon. You need 1/3 of a yard for each card. How many cards can you make? Okay, Jill has 8 yards of cloth, and she wants to cut that 8 yards into 1/4 yard pieces. She wants to divide that 8 yards into 1/4 yard pieces. How many pieces can she get? Okay. Tom is a 2-part problem. You're going to multiply and you're going to multiply. And I give you some hints for how to do that. Then these last ones, I'm going to let you just figure them out. Okay? Remember, all you got to do is get 5 correct, and it'll help anybody who gets 5 correct will be helping the grade. Okay? You only get today to work on these. When class is done, this is done. So at about 10 minutes left in class, which means at about 10 o'clock for my group, or at about 11:35 for Bay's group, or about 1:20 for the Anderson group, I want you to get onto Schoology and start punching in your answers. I don't have it posted right now, otherwise I'd show it to you, but the test will be there in Schoology. Get your stuff punched in, put your name on the test, and can you please, 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 at the top of your test, write in just your, write in up here your teacher's name. Okay? That'll make it easier for me to sort and get things cranked out. So if you're Bay or Anderson or McCarthy or whatever, punch it up there and get it filled in. When you're done with all that, you can do IDR. You guys have worked really hard these last few days. Or if you've still got some exit slips floating around that you could work on, you can go back, and I'm still going to let, as long as you have attempts left, you can try and boost your scores on those. That's it. Oh, get a privacy folder. For every 2 people, there should be 1 privacy folder. So if you're in a group of 4, 2 folders. If you're in a group of 6, 3 folders. You know the routine. Just make sure they get put away when you're done. And yeah, work hard. Do your best. Have a little confidence / not worry. Don't worry. Can't hurt you. Only going to help you, okay? When you're done, punch in your answers. Hand your paper to your teacher. And then go be thankful for being done with school for the week. Oh my gosh. Okay. Last thing. Totally done. Okay, that's the end of math. Last thing. I don't know how much you guys got into this, but I know you talked about Thanksgiving a little bit, right? The Tale of the Pilgrims is fantastic. First, they leave England because whatever, they want to get out of England. They don't come to the States right away, or not the States. They don't come to North America right away. They go to the Dutch. They go to the Netherlands to get more religious freedom, which is all good and well until their kids start picking up all these Dutch habits, and the Pilgrims are like, oh, well, no, we can't have our kids becoming too Dutch. So then they load up and get a boat, and they go from there. They go back to England, get their boat. Then they go to the New World, but it's not just Pilgrims on the boat. It's like assorted randos too that they call the strangers. And what happens is they get to the New World and they arrive like in the fall. They were going for Virginia. They missed Virginia. They ended up in Massachusetts, and it's wintertime and they got to get settled. It's like late fall and they got to get settled in. First winter's brutal, like super duper brutal. And of the people that traveled on the Mayflower and made it, half of them gonzo. Just like they didn't make it. So then I think it was the next fall, or maybe the next summer, then they make connections with some of the local population there that actually probably learned about Squanto and Samoset, show them how to farm, show them how to survive, and they make it through and they get to the first harvest, and that's what Thanksgiving is, the first harvest festival, and then they give thanks. Why are they thankful? Well, because they're not amongst the 50% that are donezo. 50%. All right. So when you guys go to your whatever it is on Thursday, you tell them that story. Like, you know why the Pilgrims were thankful? Because they weren't in that the other half. I tell it better when I'm in person, but whatevs. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Happy Thanksgiving, happy math testing, and I'm thankful for all of you, and I'll be thankful when I'm back with you. Later, taters. If I could ever hit the pause button, and bye.